Cousin's Baby Gift Pack.
Wow, what a nice gift. I am definitely getting this next time.
Cousin's Baby Gift Pack. A carefully selected range of safe baby products with natural goodness. Used for decades by millions of moms across Africa to take care of the baby's delicate skin. Cousin's Baby. The gift that keeps on giving.
How do you know if your dream is big enough? How do you know the time is right? You'll know by the look they give you.
Leaving Lagos to start a farm? Are you normal?
I forged ahead with confidence, and that has made all the difference. I stay chilled, and now I've gone far. Stay chilled, stay Premier Cool.
Premier Cool gives 99.9% germ removal.
Cousin's Baby Gift Pack.
Wow, what a nice gift. I am definitely getting this next time.
Cousin's Baby Gift Pack. A carefully selected range of safe baby products with natural goodness. Used for decades by millions of moms across Africa to take care of the baby's delicate skin. Cousin's Baby. The gift that keeps on giving.
How do you know if your dream is big enough? How do you know the time is right? You'll know by the look they give you.
Leaving Lagos to start a farm? Are you normal?
I forged ahead with confidence, and that has made all the difference. I stay chilled, and now I've gone far. Stay chilled, stay Premier Cool.
Premier Cool gives 99.9% germ removal.
Cousin's Baby Gift Pack.
Wow, what a nice gift. I am definitely getting this next time.
Cousin's Baby Gift Pack. A carefully selected range of safe baby products with natural goodness. Used for decades by millions of moms across Africa to take care of the baby's delicate skin. Cousin's Baby. The gift that keeps on giving.
How do you know if your dream is big enough? How do you know the time is right? You'll know by the look they give you.
Leaving Lagos to start a farm? Are you normal? Ah!
I forged ahead with confidence, and that has made all the difference. I stay chilled, and now I've gone far. Stay chilled, stay Premier Cool.
Premier Cool gives 99.9% germ removal.
Cousin's Baby Gift Pack.
Wow, what a nice gift. I am definitely getting this next time.
Cousin's Baby Gift Pack. A carefully selected range of safe baby products with natural goodness. Used for decades by millions of moms across Africa to take care of the baby's delicate skin. Cousin's Baby. The gift that keeps on giving.
How do you know if your dream is big enough? How do you know the time is right? You know by the look they give you.
Leaving Lagos to start a farm? Are you normal? Ah!
I forged ahead with confidence, and that has made all the difference. I stay chilled, and now I've gone far. Stay chilled, stay Premier Cool.
Premier Cool gives 99.9% germ removal.
Cousin's Baby Gift Pack.
Wow, what a nice gift. I am definitely getting this next time.
Cousin's Baby Gift Pack. A carefully selected range of safe baby products with natural goodness. Used for decades by millions of moms across Africa to take care of the baby's delicate skin. Cousin's Baby. The gift that keeps on giving.
How do you know if your dream is big enough? How do you know the time is right? You know by the look they give you.
Leaving Lagos to start a farm? Are you normal? Ah!
I forged ahead with confidence, and that has made all the difference. I stay chilled, and now I've gone far. Stay chilled, stay Premier Cool.
Premier Cool gives 99.9% germ removal.
Cousin's Baby Gift Pack.
Wow, what a nice gift. I am definitely getting this next time.
Cousin's Baby Gift Pack. A carefully selected range of safe baby products with natural goodness. Used for decades by millions of moms across Africa to take care of the baby's delicate skin. Cousin's Baby. The gift that keeps on giving.
How do you know if your dream is big enough? How do you know the time is right? You'll know by the look they give you.
Leaving Lagos to start a farm? Are you normal?
I forged ahead with confidence, and that has made all the difference. I stayed chilled, and now I've gone far. Stay chilled, stay Premier Cool.
Premier Cool.
If your dream is big enough, how do you know the time is right? You'll know by the look they give you.
Leaving Lagos to start a farm? Are you normal?
I forged ahead with confidence, and that has made all the difference. I stayed chilled, and now I've gone far. Stay chilled, stay Premier Cool.
Premier Cool gives 99.9% germ removal.
Cousin's Baby Gift Pack.
Wow, what a nice gift. I am definitely getting this next time.
Cousin's Baby Gift Pack. A carefully selected range of safe baby products with natural goodness. Used for decades by millions of moms across Africa to take care of the baby's delicate skin. Cousin's Baby. The gift that keeps on giving.
How do you know if your dream is big enough? How do you know the time is right? You'll know by the look they give you.
Leaving Lagos to start a farm? Are you normal?
I forged ahead with confidence, and that has made all the difference. I stayed chilled, and now I've gone far. Stay chilled, stay Premier Cool.
Premier Cool gives 99.9% germ removal.
Cousin's Baby Gift Pack.
Wow, what a nice gift. I am definitely getting this next time.
Cousins Baby Gift Pack, a carefully selected range of safe baby products with natural goodness, used for decades by millions of moms across Africa to take care of the baby's delicate skin. Cousins Baby, the gift that keeps on giving.
How do you know if your dream is big enough? How do you know the time is right? You'll know by the look they give you.
Leaving Lagos to start a farm? Are you normal?
I forged ahead with confidence, and that has made all the difference. I stay chilled, and now I've gone far. Stay chilled, stay Premier Cool.
Premier Cool gives 99.9% germ removal.
Cousins Baby Gift Pack.
Wow, what a nice gift. I am definitely getting this next time.
Cousins Baby Gift Pack, a carefully selected range of safe baby products with natural goodness, used for decades by millions of moms across Africa to take.
Definitely getting this next time.
Cousins Baby Gift Pack, a carefully selected range of safe baby products with natural goodness, used for decades by millions of moms across Africa to take care of the baby's delicate skin. Cousins Baby, the gift that keeps on giving.
How do you know if your dream is big enough? How do you know the time is right? You'll know by the look they give you.
Leaving Lagos to start a farm? Are you normal?
I forged ahead with confidence, and that has made all the difference. I stay chilled, and now I've gone far. Stay chilled, stay Premier Cool.
Premier Cool gives 99.9% germ removal.
know if your dream is big enough? How do you know the time is right? You'll know by the look they give you.
Leaving Lagos to start a farm? Are you normal?
I forged ahead with confidence, and that has made all the difference. I stayed chilled, and now I've gone far. Stay chilled, stay Premier Cool.
Premier Cool gives 99.9% germ removal.
Hello, people!
Cousin's Baby Gift Pack.
Wow, what a nice gift. I am definitely getting this next time.
Cousin's Baby Gift Pack, a carefully selected range of safe baby products with natural goodness, used for decades by millions of moms across Africa to take care of the baby's delicate skin. Cousin's Baby, the gift that keeps on giving.
Hello, people!
Cousin's Baby Gift Pack.
Wow, what a nice gift. I am definitely getting this next time.
Cousin's Baby Gift Pack, a carefully selected range of safe baby products with natural goodness, used for decades by millions of moms across Africa to take care of the baby's delicate skin. Cousin's Baby, the gift that keeps on giving.
To fight on you have to fight on your stand. No, if it's late, it's okay. so that's why I'm the chairman. I don't know whether you should be sitting on the floor. The chairman stands on the chair. Distinguished shareholders, distinguished ladies and gentlemen here present, I am pleased to declare this meeting open. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you to this extraordinary general meeting, EGM, of PZ Cousins Nigeria PLC, to transact the business stated in the notice of meeting, which has been provided to members very well ahead of this meeting. I sincerely hope that you and all and your respective families are staying safe and healthy in these extremely difficult times. In view of the COVID-19 pandemic and the attendant directives issued by the relevant authorities by various levels of government on physical distancing and a limit to the maximum number of persons at a meeting, in Lagos State definitely is no more than 20 persons. This EGM is being held by proxy. Proxy in accordance with the Corporate Affairs Commission's guidelines on holding of annual general meetings, AGM, of public companies using proxies, herein henceforth referred to as the CAC guidelines. Before we begin, in accordance with Section 232, subsection 2 of the Companies and Allied Matters Act 2004, and Article 55 of the Companies Articles of Association, I am pleased to inform you that the Company Secretary has advised me rightly that the quorum has been formed and we may proceed with the day's business. May I, on this no call on our registrar, is he here? First Registrars and Investor Services Limited, represented here by Yaya Lawal. I wanted to say Yaya Bello, to quickly inform us on the number of proxy forms received for this EGM.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Good afternoon, members of the board and the esteemed shareholders. We have received 16 proxy forms totaling 1,635,469,000 units. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed. Noted 16,000. Thank you very much. Thank you. Accordingly, this meeting, being duly convened and properly constituted in accordance with the Companies and Allied Matters Act and our Articles of Association, is hereby declared open. What's he doing there? In line with the provisions of Section 224, subsection 1 of the Companies and Allied Matters Act, and Article 60 of the Companies Articles, please note that voting on the resolution at this meeting shall be by poll in the manner the registrar will explain at the appropriate time. This means, however, that every shareholder present, in person or by proxy, shall have 1 vote for every ordinary share held. In all cases, a simple majority is required to approve the resolutions to be passed at this meeting. Before we proceed, may I, is he here? Call on the company's safety, health, and environment representative to give us some briefing on the safety in the company's premises. That's good. What's his name? Over to you. Nicholas? Sir. Who is giving us the safety talk?
I'm the one, sir. It's going to be projected, so I want to stay close to the screen, sir.
Ah, okay. Is anybody seeing it there? So we are the only person seeing it. What of the people here? No, there is none here. There will be another script. Can you see it from there? Okay. It's only the people there may not be able to see it. All right.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, members of the board, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome to PZ Cousins. My name is Nicholas Izose, and I work with the safety department. I'm going to be giving you a brief safety induction, and the objective of, next slide. The objectives of the safety induction is to brief all on the essential information about emergency preparedness and the hazards that may likely impact on your visit while you are here. And secondly, to outline the PZ commitment to health and safety. Next slide.
No, there are things that will highlight later, so it doesn't happen that day. Okay.
Next slide.
Yes?
Okay, what you are seeing on the screen is the layout of the building where we are. And we have 4 emergency exits, which is on the ground floor in this building. 2 at the extreme end. 1 is here. We can also use the entrance into this hall as our emergency exit. The muster point is located at the area near the entrance into this site. We also have restroom at the extreme end of this building. Once you follow the corridor, you turn to your right, we have the restroom around that area. And presently, we are here where we have the yellow star here. Talking about hazards that may impact on your visit, we have as the first one, the COVID-19. In our subsequent slides, we shall see some of the preventive measures we have on site to take care of this. Apart from that, we have slip and trip, which you can experience within the floor areas and while using the stairs. So we advise that you should be cautious while you are using the stairs. And then vehicular movement, which could lead to collision. This is around the car park area outside the building. So watch out for vehicles as you go outside the building. And lastly there, we have a storage facility for R600, which serve one of our factories here. And there's a risk of fire and explosion. Because of this, we do not allow smoking on site. For the COVID-19 preventive measures, we start by checking temperatures of whoever is coming to our site with the temperature scanner, and any temperature above 37.2, access is denied to the personnel, and we advise that he or she seek medical attention outside. We also have hand sanitizer dispensers installed in all entry points into offices and buildings. This is to enable people to sanitize their hands. Wash hand facilities is also available in those areas, and it is mandatory for all that is coming to site to put on their nose mask for the period they will have to be on site and outside. We also disinfect our sites every 2 weeks. After that, we do a swab analysis to test whether the exercise was successful or not. We operate open door where we want people to make less contact with touch points. So if you go into our office areas, entry points, you see that the doors are open so that people make less contact with touch points. We also practice social distance in our work areas by spreading out people who work in the offices. Okay. For some of our site rules, we do not allow the use or possession of alcohol or any illegal drugs on site. Smoking is also allowed in only designated smoking areas. We have one around here, which is outside at the car park, towards the entrance into the training center. And the restroom, like I said before, is situated down the building. In the course of your stay, if there is any, if you are involved in any incident, please do not hesitate to inform your host. You can also call the clinic, the nurse in the clinic, by using 771-748. Okay, we have a clinic on site. We also have an ambulance in case of escalation of the case so that we can convey the patient to the hospital. And we assure you that a report and investigation will be done to establish the root cause of the incident and put controls in place to ensure that we don't have a recurrence of the incident. In case of a fire or emergency, you can raise a fire alarm by activating any of the manual call points. It's usually a red box which is mounted across in all strategic positions of the building. The fire alarm sound in the building is a continuous sound. In case if it sounds, we have to evacuate this area immediately using any of the emergency exits to the assembly point. And as we are going out, please do not pick any personal belongings. And while we are there, we are not expected to come back until we are told that this area is safe for re-entry. The fire alarm is tested every first Friday of the month, 9 a.m., and is tested for 10 seconds. Now, if this sounds while you are here and you are in doubt, please evacuate the building immediately. Okay, how can you get involved in this? We believe that no activity that can be done and cannot be done safely. So all activities must be done in a safe manner. And then, while you are here, we want you to report any unsafe act observed so that we can take learnings from it and fix it. You can also challenge any unsafe act in the course of your stay. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Nicola. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you. Fellow shareholders, this is a view of the current realities as it is, also being streamed live to shareholders and other relevant stakeholders who are unable to be physically part of this proceeding. In view of the peculiarity of this meeting, I would like to set out the rules of the meeting before commencing, especially for the benefit of our online participants. I wish on this note to call on a member of this company secretariat, Titi Lokwe, to read the rules of this meeting. Okay, that's all right. It's an area I'm not sure it's needed, really. Anyway, it's there already. I don't think we need it. Okay. Before proceeding with the formal business ahead of us, I am pleased to introduce members of the board of the company who are present here with us. To my extreme right, we have Ms. Joyce Cooker, who is the Executive Director in charge of Human Resources and all admin functions. By her right, sitting by her right is Mr. Georgios Sotiropoulos. He's the Executive Director in charge of supply chain. To my extreme right, you have your Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Panayotis Katsis. To my immediate left is our Company Secretary, Mrs. Jacqueline Ezeokulem. As you are aware, people call me Kola Jamodu. I am privileged to serve as chairman of the board. Thank you. Shall we also acknowledge the online presence of representatives of the following regulatory authorities? These are Securities and Exchange Commission, Nigerian Stock Exchange, Corporate Affairs Commission, who had informed us earlier that they will be joining this meeting online. May I now call on the Company Secretary to read the notice convening this meeting.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Notice is hereby given that an extraordinary general meeting of PZ Cousins Nigeria PLC will be held at the Command Center, PZ Cousins Nigeria PLC, 45/47 Town Planning Way, Ilupeju, Lagos, on Tuesday, the 28th of July, 2020, at 11 a.m. to transact the following business. Special business. To consider and, if thought fit, pass the following resolutions as ordinary resolutions of PZ Cousins Nigeria PLC, the company, that 1. The shareholders approve and consent to A. The role of the company as a property seller of the factory premises, the description of which is fully set out in Resolution 3 below, the factory premises, in furtherance of the proposed sale of the business and assets of Nutrisima Limited, to Friesland Campina Wamco Nigeria PLC and Friesland Campina Netherlands BV, which is also known as a transaction, and all other such acts, arrangements, and rolls of and or by the company contemplated and made in furtherance of the transaction under the transaction documents, notably the assets purchase agreement dated the 13th of March 2020 and the property transfer agreement executed amongst others between the company Nutrisema, Friesland Campina Wamco, and Friesland Campina Netherlands BV, subject to the procurement of requisite regulatory approvals for the transaction. 2. The transfer to and vesting in the company of all rights and investment interests in the buildings and improvements as defined in the explanatory notes annexed thereto within the factory premises is hereby approved. 3. The sale and transfer to Friesland Campina Wamco Nigeria PLC of all that portion of land measuring approximately 67,733.235 square meters, situate within Plot 20A, Ikorodu Industrial Scheme in Ikorodu, Lagos State, Nigeria, carved out from the property covered by Certificate of Occupancy number 6/6/1998E, issued by the Lagos State Government on the 28th of June 1998, and has been registered as number 6 at page 6 in volume 1998E in the Lands Registry of the Lagos State Government, alongside all rights and investment interests in the buildings and improvements, together the land assets, is hereby approved. That the Board of Directors is authorized to enter into and execute on behalf of the company the asset purchase agreement, the property transfer agreement, all other designated transaction documents to which the company is a party, and all such other documents as may be necessary or otherwise required of the company to give effect to the transaction, subject to the procurement of requisite regulatory approvals, therefore, dated this 9th day of June 2020 by order of the board.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Distinguished shareholders, ladies and gentlemen, you will no doubt have received the notice of the meeting convening this extraordinary general meeting. And of course, attached thereto is the explanatory notes dated 9th June 2020. Here is a copy of the explanatory notes, which I'm sure you have received prior to this extraordinary general meeting. It sets out all information for this meeting. I am pleased to announce that the board, having carefully weighed the benefits of the transaction which the company secretary has just read out, recommends the transaction for your consideration and approval. I will now give you the opportunity to ask questions, make comments on any aspect of the proposed transaction. I will request that to assist us in giving appropriate responses, you refer to the page and paragraph in the explanatory notes to which your question relates. Members should kindly ensure that their comments are brief and straight to the point, and as much as possible, ask only one question, so as to give the opportunity of the members, to ask questions or make comments as well. What does he want to do?
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, able directors, and my fellow shareholders. My question borders on building and improvements. I would like to know, was the transfer of the building and improvements to PZCN done in line with our transfer pricing regulations? Thank you.
Sorry, you said your name is? No. Yes.
Pardon me, Chairman. My name is Mrs. Agbabiaka.
Agbabiaka, yes. Of Isolo.
Of Ikoyi, Lagos.
Ikoyi is in Isolo is in Lagos. Okay, thank you very much. What number is it? Okay, thank you very much, Mrs. Agbabiaka. PZCN, I want to assure you, respect the laws and regulations of the country. So my answer to your question is yes. And that the arrangement is in line with the transfer pricing regulations. No receiver will transfer buildings to PZCN at the same value. It will have to transfer to WAMCO. And it was agreed as part of the negotiation, which I don't think anybody can fault, that the transfer will be at the net book value of the assets. Thank you very much. Any other question? Okay, thank you very much, so we can continue.
Mr. Chairman, yes. Good afternoon. Where is there a need for an EGM meeting?
Why?
Is there a need for an EGM meeting, sir?
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm not sure you mentioned your name again. Your name, please.
My name is Titilope Kukuoke.
Thank you. Yes, Titilope. An extraordinary general meeting is typically convened to consider urgent matters which come up for consideration of shareholders in between annual general meetings. On this occasion, there was the need to get shareholders' approval for the transaction, which has been detailed by the company secretary. That's why there is this need. Thank you very much. I think we can proceed now. Shall we? Thank you very much for the two speakers. Distinguished fellow shareholders, ladies and gentlemen, as I earlier stated at the beginning of this meeting, voting on the resolution of this meeting shall be by poll in the manner the registrars will explain shortly. This means that every shareholder present in person or by proxy shall have one vote for every ordinary share held. A simple majority is required to approve the resolutions to be passed at this meeting. I hereby direct that voting on the resolution at this meeting, as I earlier stated, shall be by poll. I further direct that the poll on the resolutions before the meeting shall be taken by the use of USSD code, which have been provided to the members by the registrars. I will now invite the representative of the registrars to explain to the members how to vote at this meeting using the USSD code and the voting device.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. For the purpose of voting, as the chairman has said, it's going to be by poll, and we are going to make use of the voting device. As a shareholder, you have been given a voting device for the purpose of voting. The voting device contains numbers alphanumeric, 1 to 0. So being a shareholder, I'm sure you have been given the voting device. If you are in favor of any resolution mentioned by the chairman, you will press 1 on the voting device. However, if you are against the resolution, please press 2. There will be a 10 minutes for the purpose of voting. After 10 seconds, thereafter, the voting will close. In between the seconds, you can decide to change your mind. Take, for instance, if you have pressed 1 before now, and you decided to change your mind, and you want to press second, you can only press within the time allocated, which is 10 seconds. It will be displayed on the screen. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed. The resolutions to be tabled for your approval will now be read.
Resolution 1. The shareholders approve and consent to A, the role of the company as a property seller of the factory premises, the description of which is fully set out in Resolution 3 below, factory premises, in furtherance of the proposed sale of the business and assets of Nutrisima Limited to Friesland Campina Wamco Nigeria PLC and Friesland Campina Netherlands BV, and B, all such other acts, arrangements, and roles of and or by the company contemplated and made in furtherance of the transaction under the transaction documents, notably the assets purchase agreement dated 13th March 2020 and the property transfer agreement executed amongst others between the company Nutrisima, Friesland Campina Wamco, and Friesland Campina Netherlands BV, subject to the procurement of requisite regulatory approvals for the transaction.
I hereby propose the motion that Resolution 1, just read by the Company Secretary and stated in the notice on page 9 of the explanatory notes, be approved. Will someone please second the motion? Thank you very much indeed. Name? Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Those in favor of this motion, please signify by using the USS code provided by the registrar to signify your assent.
Thank you very much. It is now time to vote on Resolution 1. If you are in favor of the Resolution 1 as proposed and seconded, please press 1 on the voting device given to you. However, if you are against, you press 2. Thank you. I have 3 responses already. 3 shareholders have voted, 4 shareholders, 5 shareholders. Thank you very much. get everything and it will be protected. Including previous voting? Yes, sir, including the property. Yes, physically present and by property. And you have the facility to do that? Yes, sir. We've done that to yes, sir. Yes, sir. So at the end of the voting, 9 shareholders voted for physically present and voting by proxy, having 116,934 units, totaling 19.13%, while 1 shareholder voted against the resolution, having 2,226 units. Thank you. What of the proxy here? The proxy has already been captured. Yes, yes. Everything will be displayed together, physically present and voting by proxy.
Resolution 2, the transfer to and vesting in the company of all rights and investment interests in the buildings and improvements as defined in the explanatory notes annexed thereto within the factory premises is hereby approved.
I hereby propose that resolution 2, just read by the company secretary and stated in the notice of the 9 of the explanatory notes, be approved. Will someone please second the motion?
I, Damilola, hereby second the motion as proposed by Mr. Chairman.
For the purpose of voting on resolution 2 as proposed and seconded, please press 1 if you are in favor of the resolution, while you press 2 if you are against the resolution. The poll is now open. If you are in favor, you can press 2 if you are against. I said you press 1 if you are in favor of the resolution, but you press 2 if you are against the resolution. Okay. Okay. 5 responses. So, calm down. 7 seconds remaining. No, if you want to change your mind. 1 second. Yeah. Time close. At the end of the voting, we have 8 shareholders. Yes, no, it's live. It's live, yes. We have 8 shareholders voting physically present and by proxy, totaling 99,941 units, while we have 2 shareholders voted against physically present and by proxy, having 19,219 units. Thank you.
It allows people like camping communities who are permanently against. No, that's what they do, but at least what it shows that they voted against. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Resolution 3, that a sale and transfer to Friesland Campina Wamco Nigeria PLC of all that portion of land measuring approximately 67,733.235 square meters, situate within Plot 20A Ikorodu Industrial Scheme in Ikorodu, Lagos State, Nigeria, carved out from the property covered by Certificate of Occupancy number 6/6/1998E, issued by the Lagos State Government on the 28th of June 1998, and has been registered as number 6 at page 6 in volume 1998E in the Lands Registry of the Lagos State Government, alongside all rights and investment interests in the buildings and improvements. Together, the land assets is hereby approved.
I hereby propose the motion that Resolution 3, just read by the Company Secretary and stated in the notice on page 9 of the explanatory notes, be approved. Will someone please second the motion?
I, Adetola, hereby second the motion as moved by Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much, Adesola, very notable shareholder. Thank you. Those in favor of the motion, please signify by using the voting device provided by the registrar to signify your consent.
We are now on resolution 3 as proposed and seconded. If you are in favor of that resolution, please press 1 on the voting device given to you. If you are against the resolution, please press 2. I have 2 shareholders already voted, 4 shareholders, 5. Thank you. Remaining 8 seconds for poll to close. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 1 second. Then it's time up. At the end of the voting of this resolution, we have 6 shareholders voting physically present and by proxy, having 96,764 units, while 4 shareholders physically present and voting by proxy have a total holdings of 22,396, resulting to 18.79%. Thank you.
Yes.
Resolution 4, that the Board of Directors are authorized to enter into and execute on behalf of the company the asset purchase agreement, the property transfer agreements, all other designated transaction documents to which the company is a party, and all such other documents as may be necessary or otherwise required of the company to give effect to the transaction, subject to the procurement of requisite regulatory approvals, therefore.
Thank you very much. I hereby propose the motion that Resolution 4, just read by the Company Secretary and stated in the notice on page 9 of the explanatory notes, be approved. Will someone please second the motion?
I, Chika Ewu, hereby second the motion as moved by Honorable Chairman. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Peter Ademo. Thank you. Thank you. Those in favor of the motion, please signify by using the voting device provided by the registrar to signify your assent.
For the purpose of voting on this resolution, please press 1 on the voting device given to you if you are in favor of the resolution, while you press 2 if you are against the resolution. Thank you. I have 2 shareholders that have voted for 5. Thank you. Thank you. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Poll close. At the end of the voting, we have 7 shareholders physically present voting and by proxy, having 113,757 units, which is 95.47%, while 3 shareholders voted against physically present and by proxy, having 5,403 units, resulting to 4.53%. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed. I will now invite a representative of the registrars to announce The results. No, all the results have been announced. They've been announced.
The results have been announced.
They've been
It's just that
announced.
at the count of each resolution, the chairman should be saying that I hereby declare the motion carried unanimously or carried, depending on, assuming we don't have any against, then it is carried unanimously. But where there is any against, it will just be carried on each of the resolution. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, this will be lifted and put there. Thank you very much. Distinguished shareholders, ladies and gentlemen, having successfully completed all the business on the agenda, it is my pleasure to declare this meeting closed. I would like to, on behalf of the board of directors, thank you all for showing such a keen interest in the affairs of our company. I wish you all safe journey back to your respective destinations. Please stay safe and continue to obey all the rules and the regulations of the authorities. Thank you very much.
How do you know if your dream is big enough? How do you know the time is right? You'll know by the look they give you.
Leaving Lagos to start a farm? Are you normal?
I forged ahead with confidence, and that has made all the difference. I stay chilled, and now I've gone far. Stay chilled, stay Premier Cool.
Premier Cool gives 99